Oh my god, look at these guys. They are the expected Gen.G. They are the expected champions of first and tournament, champions of Masai, champions of LCK, champions of basically everything besides Worlds. If they are good, why no LC title?
But inconsistency.
No LC title, no LCS title. That's insane. I'll sub if this one goes to 5 games, bro. That's not happening. This is a 3-1 at most. A Vibe first pick is probable. A Jinx first pick can be there. Varus first pick, Rice ban as well. Bro, it's just another tournament, another 2 mid laners that are so OP that you just don't play against them and you perma-ban them every game. And this game and this tournament is gonna be Rice and Orianna. They haven't nerfed Rice. Orianna nerf was so little that everybody is now banning Orianna and Rice. Toby better than Faker. Hey yo, take this guy out. Is Azir useless? No, it's not useless. I think Azir is still part of meta champs as well, but it's just not considered OP anymore. Before you trade Orianna Azir, but people actually really prioritize Orianna hard now as she wins lane and she also has great scaling. And then I think everybody knows this combo of like flash Q now with like Orianna shockwave into flash ult. No, Ari blind, like I think Talia blind, maybe like a little Xin Zhao blind potentially here as well. In Tabe we trust. Rumble first pick, okay. So what did Tabe cook against that Rumble first pick? They gave up Rumble, they banned 2 really OP champions. 3 really OP champions in fact. No, but you cannot blind pick Seraphine like that because enemy team can just go Nautilus unless this is Seraphine flex pick and you can go Seraphine mid lane. This champion is good into this champion because of shields and heals, right? Plus H. So it makes sense, but this champion is very weak against Naut and Pyke and Blitzcrank. So unless Gen.G is still afraid that Seraphine can be played as a flex pick mid potentially. Now Chobi is looking to blind. This could be a Talia as a classic matchup with Pantheon Talia together. For double global ult presence, they go Bard instead. Okay, so I believe that they are afraid of Seraphine Flex because that is the only logic why would you pick Bard instead of picking Naut into this. And now these guys can choose between Ashe. Then JDG is drafting Omega teamfight comp if they end up picking Jinx here. I believe this Seraphine must be Flex somewhere, guys, because this is just looking so suspicious. Like, there's no way that they just... Why does the studio look so much more packed than the LAC studio, though? Or is the camera angle, maybe? Ruler could play Jhin here if he wants to pick a save AD carry, because they don't really need more damage, and Jhin Bard is a good lane. Aurora. This Aurora is a flex pick. This Aurora can still go mid or can go top, but most likely is a top lane Aurora if they pick Aurora like this, because Aurora is considered a counter into this Rumble. Talia, most likely to be picked mid lane. Or you go Ahri, because Ahri is good into Aurora after level 6, and Talia is just good with Pantheon for playing on side lanes and having a good setup Pantheon Talia as a combo. Okay! That's even a more global pleasure here from Chovy. And he decides to snowball Ruler, so now you see, you have TF Kaelin Bard, so this is a really, and Pantheon, so you have 2 champions that can really hard play on side lane, and Bard that has very good roams. So this is going to be a lot about playing to make Ruler fed, because Ruler is the only champion that they can pick, and these guys end up actually flexing the Aurora into the mid lane, and then ended up going on into the Rumble. So chat, JDG has by far better teamfight composition. They have actually insane teamfights in this game.
In the top side to respond into the Rumble. I mean, it's going to be safe. The first
Gamba
Rumble
open.
that we often see is
meanwhile, for Gen.G, they have better side laning. They have TF ult to play off sides. They have Pantheon ult to play off sides and Bard to ult slash Bard rotations. If it comes when it comes to 5v5, I think JDG outscales as well. Even against this Caitlyn, they have Ezreal items with Endless Hunger. I think Ezreal scales way better than he used to. Then they have Ornn items on top of that, and then Xin Zhao. Aurora should also be outscaling in pure teamfight, same as Seraphine. But Gen.G has lots of agency, lots of playmaking, lots of CC, and they can snowball this game.
They've tried so many different things to return back to success, and this roster is the one
okay, fast gank. Junja, no counterplay. Damn!
Over to JDG.
I mean, the timing worked out.
Junja skips one camp, goes bot lane, gets a kill. Very well played. Now can Canyon double scuttle. Chovy. Oh! That flash by Chovy.
Honku wins, it flashes in! Honku finds the side.
Did you see that, chat?
Honky
He flashed away and then he walked back in to die!
Internationally, man. You know about these two players specifically.
Wait, that's...
When they are on an international stage, they show up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, almost takes the
Gala.
Gala with the lethal tempo. GENG looking for a gank on the top side as
Ruler trying to trade back here. Kim is dead.
Forward, doesn't really have anywhere to get out of this. Overheats and is
Chat.
taken out. GENG cooks.
This is a 1000 gold lead and Junja gets a kill bot lane, gets a kill top lane.
Felt here in the early game.
He's making so much of that Sinzao pick. Ezreal is really far away though. Ezreal is completely zoned.
But it's the Ezreal on the bot side, and he's not really the one you want as one.
This will be a flip. Ult from Bard, misses. Decent ult from Kin, Junja. Junja is the focus. Junja is one shot.
And Junja's already dead. The Drake now GENG's target.
That is going to be a dragon. Kin is on the backline. Kin is burning them up with his hot harpoons. Oh wow. Oh wow.
And GENG begin to collapse. And JDG will burn alive.
3k gold by the way. 3k gold by the way. I'm just saying, Gen.G was behind 1000 at minute 4. Now they are 3000 ahead at minute 13 with 2 dragons. And now tell me, how is it playable against these AI robots? Against these freaking clankers from Gen.G. Because this is not human gameplay. These guys just don't make mistakes. That fight was executed on perfectly. They find Junja, they gold tart him, he stunned for 2 seconds, change his Siwat Canyon, everything goes onto Sinzao, he gets one shot, Canyon flashes away from Seraphine ult.
And they don't overcommit here, they take their time, they use their range.
It just looks so free.
Keen, however, says, you know what, I've done enough damage, I think we can start the chase. Chovy's ready, they have the Pantheon ult too, they get the flashes out, and they pick JDG apart.
GENG didn't even need Ruler to
unplayable.
He's on his way down to the bottom lane to
yeah, Ruler was already pushing bot. Chovy is really hard pressuring this bot tower. He's even proxying now. What the fuck?
It is going to be very tricky.
He can get this wave and he can move to his team. Honku has TP. But Chovy is already moving with ult. Level 12 Chovy.
Now, the Herald's being flirted with.
Okay, Seraphine already has a lot of... Again, Junja is the target. Okay, wait, this Seraphine ult is good though! Junja dead! Junja flashed away a little bit too late. Honku now the focus. Honku is gonna be trying to run away. Rumble. I mean, all of them are TPing and all of them have to run. Oh my god, dude. They're actually killing Dawn too. Through his shield. Cannon gets a kill on the backline.
Gen.G find 2 once again.
Nah man, watching Gen.G is like watching a bunch of robots. These guys are just insane. They don't make mechanical mistakes. You watch G2 and you're like, okay, maybe sometimes Cap is gonna end, maybe sometimes Skuma is gonna, you know, go in a little bit too early or misplay a Q. Maybe sometimes Hansama will get caught. And then you look at Gen.G and like, these guys are just AI. They don't make any mistakes.
Yeah,
sometimes. Hey, sometimes! Our team is really good! Do you see skill performance yesterday? The guy fucks on the rift! They're playing for this mid. This is gonna be just a tower, right?
And the Merc treads that he has.
One more hit.
Now they're going to look to secure this tower.
Okay.
Should be able to get it. And going forward,
Junja going really deep, like insanely deep. Oh, Duro! Flash Q missed! Wait, this... No way, right? And even the Herald hits at like 100 HP, but it still gets 2 plates off the mid tower. Okay, very slow fight, very nice changes onto Junja. Junja died already. Bro, like, I don't know what to say. Like, this is... Chovy's gonna flash over the wall, stands by Vampire. Vampire just get... Oh, wait! Foreman! No way. No way. No way. No way. Nobody dies! Nobody dies! Nobody dies! Nobody dies! And what is that?
And Gen.G could just march it down mid.
I mean...
How is this playable? How is this play? This is not human! This is not human!
Ginger's gonna have a bit of a sniff, but instead he may be... Oh, I think he's gone.
Okay, Sinzao gets a really good ult. Okay. Canyon caught. Has no flash. Honku the target. He's really changed his C-lock. Canyon actually this time hits the spear. Kin, still alive. That was like a double stopper or something. Like Bardul into stopper. But I don't think it was Bardul. Yeah, that's the game. So just to be clear, guys, this game started with 1000 gold lead at minute 4. At 23 minutes, Gen.G is destroying the Nexus.
Gen.G start this tournament off.
And again, nobody dies.
This was a shellacking. Gen.G showing why they are well and truly the favourites for first stand. 1-0 the LCK #1 seed.
This is not a BO3, this is a BO5, but I think it's gonna be 3 games. Varus is now banned, so not an option for first pick. Rice got banned away as well. What are they aiming for, these guys? For a buy, maybe? But then a Poppy ban would do. Yes, if you want to look for a hyper carry, you could go Yunara, but I feel like... I mean, for Enchanters, there's Lulu and there's Nami, so I just think buy makes the most sense as how priors go in pro meta. Lulu. So this could be answered by a Nami from Duro. And then that means Ruler can play Lucian potentially into this. This is most likely a Lulu Yunara lane as well. Very high chance. Yeah, Pyke and Blitz as well if they want to cook a bit. Duro is a big Blitzcrank player. Jinx possibly as well, to be honest. I think Jinx is an option, but Jinx is really hard for Jinx is really hard to play against Vi. You could go Xayah, but Xayah is very low range. And then yeah, Sivir still, right? But Sivir is also hard to play. As enemy team could still go Alistar against Sivir. For me, Ahri Vi makes a lot of sense if you ban Mel. I think Mel here for JDG is insane. She has so much scaling potential and a good lane against Ahri. And then maybe a Sylas, but Sylas is a bit worse here. Any! So Any is meta. That was not just like a big club one game kind of thing. It was actually, it seems like Any Jinx. Because Any has so much burst, so you flash and you get the burst off. And then Jinx uses Rocket, you get a reset, you run down the team fights. It makes sense that Any plus Jinx is a combo that you have to be aware of now. Okay, so Rakan loses lane into Lulu and Jinx, but Rakan has a great follow-up with Ahri Vi, and Gen.G is already playing a full dive comp, and they also are committed to a full dive comp. So this Rakan will just follow up on Vi engage. Honestly, fuck we bow. I like this. It's a good Veigar. It's a good Veigar pick. Actual good Veigar pick, and we have a unique champion at first stand. And then for top lane, normally Kin could look for something like Cassante in this game. Cassante Nar, but he's hovering Jace. Looking at this draft, again, JDG, better 5v5, assuming that they get a reset. Getting the reset is the hard part. They have stronger jungler early, better top lane early, better bot lane early. Only mid lane, I think, is like a bit tricky, and I think Ahri is gonna have push in that one. Gen.G has way more playmaking and a lot of CC. They have Vi Rakan to pull the trigger. Even Ahri can ult first and look for a charm. If JDG is front to back and very slow fights and they get a reset on Jinx, they can run over the team fight. It's important though to make sure that this Vi doesn't die.
Canyon gets the second. Meanwhile on the top side, a bit of a fight happening as Keen and Xiaohu continue to trade. The flash in season desist. Xiaohu doesn't have support.
Yep, Q flash. Yep, change CC. Yep, first blood for Gen.G. Yep, they got 2 grabs as well, so they are satisfied. Now Canyon can go back to clear. And that Nar will be winning against Renekton now, right? That's he got the first assist, he got the first kill. Oh, this could be a kill though. He does have flash. Flash polymorph, one shot. He got the wave though. Yeah, that's good polymorph. That's very good polymorph. Are they gonna fight this or not? 1000 damage smite on both junglers. Junja. They steal it! They steal it and they're on to Canyon! Canyon's gonna die! That's gonna be a reset, but Honky is dead as well, so 1-1 for now. Canyon get really... Canyon is buying so much time! Canyon is buying so much time, but Canyon is dead, but the fight is already over. Chovy hits the charm, gets the kill. Nah, man, they are just so good. They make a mistake and they do get outsmited. There was a combo actually. It was EQ from Jarvan with Rocket from Jinx. And Jarvan smite at the same time as the Jinx Rocket explodes. So the Dragon goes towards JDG and the Jinx gets the reset. But how did Canyon buy so much time? How the fuck did he buy so much time here?
Is able to get his ultimate off.
Bro, like there is no way, man. Like he bought so much time. He proc Standard Sky on everybody, I guess.
Surviving for all this time. The rest of Gen.G then arrived to offer assistance.
And then Honkyu was the one patient, so he just got turned on and killed. Canyon has no ult yet, so they don't want to commit to this. Chovy just use ult to get that po. Oh, wait! That's a one shot. Ah! JDG! Wait! Oh! They do it. So Gen.G does get sloppy a little bit. They get caught in the river. They get solo ball the top lane. I heard that Amazon allows me to support you. Great con as always. Thank you. Thank you, Degat. Appreciate it. 4 months in total. Thank you so much. Canyon? Is he gonna ult? He is ulting. Okay.
They thought they
Yeah.
backed away in time,
He
but
made it look
JDG
really
still
free.
caught out Gala. Right now,
Gala.
Gen.G, a little bit
Okay,
of
no
cheat
flash
code
from
as Gala
Vampire and
forced away
Gala.
by
Chovy looks
Rula.
for another practice play.
JDG
Chovy on that Ari is a menace. He's using ult offensively off cooldown.
It's every second Drake, man. Like, the second Drake.
Junja flashing over the charm.
With the cataclysm, with this
Okay,
charm
that's
from
not
Arlo,
bad,
whereas
that's
the
not
team
bad.
Rula, they're gonna get caught
Rula
out
is
by
gonna die,
Shamsu,
Duro as well
and
is
the
in
chase continues.
trouble.
Shut down to Junja. Duro
Okay,
JDG
JDG!
managed to find
TP.
Junja is a magician for finding these plays.
Mid lane is the game plan.
Gala steps up.
How promising Honkyu is. Oh,
Chovy, Rula looking for it as well. Juro
Vampire
in
no
with the
flash.
quickness. Vampire with a great
Oh,
wild
misses the
growth.
charm though.
And Juro can't connect. Vampire will still die. Junja and Gala fall
They're
towards
onto
the
Gala.
top side. Cease and desist.
Oh my god, that was so
Onto
clean.
Gala. No matter what he does to try and escape, there is
Oh
no
my
way.
god, Duro! That Blastcom usage was so clean! No, fuck you, get back in there. Holy shit! That was an actual holy shit moment.
Gen.G side of the jungle, and now Baron an option for Gen.G.
Junja?
A minute
That was
20
better. Nah, he's
before
dead.
We see the next Drake. Junja diving in onto Rula.
Oh wait, that was a
Cease and
good ult
desist.
actually.
Cataclysm
Junja is
flash
cooking a
away
little
from
bit.
Junja just to escape. He goes back in!
Oh my god, he's tilted. He is tilted. His ult was really good though. His ult was actually really good, but
They now have a Baron angle.
the
They don't even need Chovy.
Honkyu is using abilities on the Baron. He's just helping Canyon to smite it. What?
Well, it's dead. Gen.G have taken it.
Oh my god, what a
Chovy
flying by
dives in,
Chovy.
And look at the damage immediately. Good
Yeah,
double
Honkyu
knockup
dead.
coming out from Duro as Xiaoshu and Honkyu will fall. Gala and Vampire can only watch as
Flash
Gen.G
ult.
collapse again and take out their mid and top.
I mean, the death from Junja has now completely broken the
Last game, lads,
Gen.G were
the
already
last
in a
game
winning
was
position,
23
but
minutes
now
long.
with Baron,
This
they
game
might
is
be
gonna be
looking for
definitely
another
over 23 minutes, so at
25-minute
least there's an
win. They don't
improvement
quite
on the
have the
JDG
waves
side.
just
They also got
yet,
double the
but
kills than
that
they did
mid
last game,
tower is
almost.
soon to
Actually, I
fall.
think they had
Chovy's
4, so
farming
they have
all
6
places in
now.
the top lane. This Ahri is level
Staying, maybe they have 3.
15. And that goes
Sharon misses. Chovy, maybe too deep. Chovy flashes away. Ruler is a little bit out of position here. This is looking playable. Ruler is caught. Ruler dead. Ruler not dead. Please tell me. Nah, bro. Like, I've had... But they are so good mechanically! It's unplayable against the robots! These fucking robots! They're so insane! I mean, Honkyu gets the ult off, kills Canyon, but he's gonna die.
Honkyu pays for it with his life.
JDG
And I believe that this is gonna be the game 24 minutes in. There's only Lulu alive. The next wave is coming.
To secure that kill, but it wasn't enough. Sub 25 minutes, they will ace JDG, and for the second game in a row, will look to stop them here at first stand.
24 minutes game.
A demolition. Gen.G. The series might be under in less than 90 minutes. 2-0 now. We'll see what they can do in game 3.
If these guys can beat them in the next game in less than 30 minutes, that's gonna be less than 90 minutes in total. Okay guys, Varus, Nico ban, Orianna, Karma ban, Ryze is open and the first pick belongs to JDG, so this could be Gen.G trying to play against Ryze potentially and, you know, calling them out and saying that you will get this Ryze pick and we are gonna try to play into it, being 2-0 up. Now my question is, are they gonna actually open the Ryze or are they gonna not open the Ryze? Ryze is the brainless pick here. Malzahar, that's the any counter. Ambessa has a flex pick here. Renekton is already out of the table, so it makes Ambessa matchups way easier to play. They could just look to counter pick mid lane. Cassiopeia is an option into any. Victor, okay. Victor is a very old school counter to any. It has a really strong laning phase and can build Rod of Ages to counter her burst, and then you just outdamage her in a long fight. Way! Okay, that's another champion that got buffed not long ago. Corki! I mean, they are definitely banking on the early game here, though. Corki, any. Is there an early game jungle that is available right now? Nami, they just go. So they do go another enchanter, but Corki is unlike Jinx and unlike... well, Corki is actually similar to Ezreal. Ezreal was also a rather early game. How do you deal with Mundo junglers? Almost played the exact same amount of jungle as top lane, now he's played the winners in almost everything. What's right nerfed? You don't, that's the trick. Mundo jungle is just really strong. I don't think there's a counter to it, I'm gonna be honest. Nocturne! So they show their top flex, Ambessa will be going top lane with Nocturne the jungle. Gen.G playing yet another dive comp.
We've cast a lot of EU.
I feel like their game plans are quite similar every game, but each game it works, so I change it. If it's a working system, they can keep drafting this way and keep playing to snowball. And then I think it may be a Leona ban. Leona Rel is good for Gen.G, but also Nico is good for Nico is already banned. Then it's Rel, Leona, and Blitzcrank Pyke. But I think Pyke is too risky. Blitzcrank maybe less so. But Blitz and Nocturne have no synergies together. So I think Rel makes more sense on Leona. I think Leona ban would be good for JDG.
Again, what I know it as is it's
maybe like a Kaisa Leon lane for Gen.G for 5 even. Yeah, I really hate this app for JDG. I feel like they have really overstacked. They have really overstacked magical damage. Unless Zahen is ultra ahead, the value from Mercs is going to be insane. That being said, Maokai is good against dive comp, and Gen.G does play a dive comp, right?
And the Zahen's going to be that follow-up.
For me, this fits a severe game better. Misfortune is not bad. Severe Misfortune not bad. No, don't take it away from us, Gen.G! Please, JDG, you have to hold it. JDG, you have to hold it. You have to hold it for 23:08. 23:08, okay? If this game ends faster than 23:07, 2019 G2 gets robbed of the fastest BO5 internationally ever. 23:08, hold the door. Hold the fucking door.
We were talking about it a little bit in the break. It's one of those things where Gen.G
they can even win this game. Okay, now, sure.
They are.
But
I've seen enough after the previous game.
Not a bad team race in the LPL. Incredibly impressive. Tabi has led them really well.
Okay.
Coming down with paranoia.
Oh my god, I'm trying to flash over the he failed. He has passive though. But I don't think he's getting away. No, it's a disaster. No. Oh my god, it's a disaster!
And Gen.G roaring to life in game 3.
And just like that, the gold swings.
Wait, maybe Kian is gonna die to Maokai though.
Across the rift. They make magic happen in mid lane. They find a nice gank.
Please, don't beat them. Please, it has to be more. It has to be more than 23 minutes.
He actually came so close to getting a kill back onto Keen. He just didn't quite have the damage.
Nice.
Nah, he's not going to be able to hand this over. The TP will come through. Ginger.
Wait, Duro?
They'll get a kill on
What the heck?
It's going to go down. Vampire
oh my god.
Kill, though, not really what you want.
Nice.
Gala has to use the barrier.
Yeah, let's go! Let's go!
It's unfortunate for JDG.
There you go! JDG is so back! Ruler? No clans, by the way.
Right away. Ruler does have
has
flash,
the flash.
uses it away from the activism. Gala,
wait, Gala? No way.
Well.
Yeah! Come on! 23! 23! 23! 23!
Really coming to be doing so well.
Imagine a reverse sweep here. Yeah, okay, that's maybe a bit cope, but...
Now though, they're looking to get
Keen is gonna be trying to ult Junja there. Junja, please be aware of it. Wait, but isn't... Oh my god, but like, this is a disaster, no? But this is a disaster, no? What is this? Bro, Keen just killed Zahen! And you put it... Like, what was that? I haven't seen Quay in a while. I'm not really sure if this champion has the carry potential of an Ahri. Okay, Keen had to flash. This should be a kill. Junja can tank. Oh, really nice Junja away from, and that's gonna be a kill. But the problem is that at the same time as they are killing top lane, they don't have grabs, right? So Canyon and Chobi are literally taking tier 2 tower bot lane. If the LPL teams can win one game, how cooked are we? I mean, do you think JDG is better than G2? We'll see. I don't think so. Like, I think BLG is BLG is a tough opponent, but I think if G2 played JDG, I think G2 would win.
Yes, he does.
These guys got tier 1 and tier 2 and Horizon focus on Quay. That was an insanely good Maokai ult though. It's full range ult for a full range root, but it also covers the whole lane. No counterplay for Kin. The ult was the only counterplay, but Junja even sidestepped this one. And now this is where the stuff goes down. Junja ults, uses Herald. This could be a flip. That is not really a flip, which is secured by Canyon. Duro is soaking a lot of damage because he's Alistar. Chovy did so much damage to the back. Now Honky is already less than half HP. Vampire as well. But the fight keeps going. Duro is gonna die. There's a 5v4. That's the big advantage for JDG. Chovy is dead. Chovy is dead. Duro has to flash away. Junja now getting chased out by Keen. Canyon fighting T-Burst for some reason instead of helping his teammates. Canyon still fighting T-Burst. Finally, T-Burst goes down. And Canyon finally starts to run away. Oh, ult by Ruler. 1, 2. Really good juggle, but aggro. Wow, JDG finally win a fight.
First time this series, JDG
they get 3 kills for none. And do we have a series, or is that too early to say? The big one is that Chovy died, right? But Gen.G does get the dragon. With JDG fans, I mean, we are just cheering for the underdog here. So we are not like JDG fans, but we are cheering for them as the underdog.
One more wave will be enough if he can get it. It's such a nice spike to have ahead of this fight. Duro though.
Oh!
Going in, looking for the engage here onto Vampire with the paranoia.
Good peel!
The damage from Chovy.
Bomba. Oh my, no way.
And the severing bolt brings lightning down.
Bro, it's unplayable! It's unplayable! They're not human! They're not human! They're not human! They're not human! That is not human! 6-7 in KDA. Nah, bro. Nah.
The dragon, no soul point for them. Gen.G are taking everything.
Here comes the Maokai, the ulti is available.
Nature's Grasp in, looking to catch onto Chovy, but blocked by Keen so well. And here comes Chovy's damage to the fore once again. The spiraling despair on Junja is matched only by the despair for JDG.
They find one engage, they hit everything, and they... Wait, Chovy is getting caught. Chovy's dead, Chovy's dead. 1 for 1, but this is mega worth it. Xiaoju is gonna have his passive up this fight. This looks very winnable. Nice flash by Gala. I mean, honestly, nice flash by Gala, like he had to. Okay, Xiao has still no passive. Junja is canning this out. Canyon. Gala 1 rocket. Oh my god, Canyon with a sidestep! But the Baron is cancelled, and JDG
find 2 kills.
Find a fight.
You'll take what you can get at this point in the game.
So Lula is trying to get Metar.
To get something. Okay, so JDG still got some fight left in them, looking for what plays they can get.
And Junja is so squishy. Played his Seal Caps and a Negatron Cloak, that is not enough. He's got some health from the Bloodletter's Curse and from the Leandries, but with the curtains opening,
3.
Ruler finds his mark. That is enough to get the kill.
And they're back to losing! Which well, this is 3-0. I mean, nobody's gonna really be surprised at that 3-0. But even when Gen.G gets behind, they find a way to always out-team fight, right? Like, the games are by no means super clean by Gen.G. They just straight up out-team fight enemy team.
Given over to Honku means that he gets a nice injection of gold.
Can we skip to Gen.G BLG finals?
I mean, he's basically
excuse me, you meant to say G2 against Gen.G finals, right? G2 is gonna win tomorrow against BLG, and then they will meet Gen.G in the finals. After winning semi-finals against JDG. Quote me on that. Thank you so much.
Again, only third of the game for either team. Ruler looking for the deadly flourishes, can't quite land them. Chovy puts the gaze of the Abyss into the Tribush to force JDG to take his shorter path around.
Junja,
already down to
Smite, early ult from Nocturne to the Night Vision. That's gonna be Dragon to Gen.G. What about the fight? Canyon goes in. Good poke for JDG for now. Oh my god, Chovy! Chovy snipes Nami! Zahen is dead before he can do anything. Honku is getting taken care of by Keen as well. And it's an ace, in a clean ace at that. The game is over.
It's a 5-0 ace by Gen.G.
Good news, this game lasted 29 minutes.
From Gen.G.
Bad news, Gen.G looks really strong at this tournament.
To close that gap and off a single fight,
because arguably, going to this tournament, JDG was supposed to be a top 4 team, and they just got demolished. I think the top 2 team is BNK, BLG, and the top 3 is BNK. But yeah, I think G2 can actually win all of these teams besides Gen.G, probably.
Nothing short of impressive.
Like winning Gen.G would be a dream, but I think G2 can actually win against all the other teams. That being said, G2 might not get to play any other teams. G2 has to win against BLG or has to win against the winner of BNK against Team Secret Wales, which is probably gonna be BNK. So to me, what is surprising here is that LYON did not pick Ryze, which means that LYON has something prepared against the Ryze, because LYON also didn't pick Ryze. And you see, now we have a problem that the LYON is gonna run into. Either this has to be Ryze,
so much early pressure,
or this is Ryze.
Well, on the back of that pick.
Yeah, it's definitely still
and if this is Ryze, this is gonna be Anivia ban. So now we have a big problem, and the big problem is, do you pick Ryze away? And if you don't pick Ryze away, they can just pick Ryze and ban champions for Ryze. So now this has to be Ryze, and this should be 2 bans for Ryze. Or these teams maybe don't try Ryze, maybe they just don't have good Ryze player. Are they just gonna pick Lulu instead, or Alistar possibly against Nico? Silas. Mel! Yes, Mel! I'm stupid. I haven't thought of Mel, but Mel is amazing. Mel is amazing into Ahri. I actually really like this draft by Loud. They definitely don't have a lot of scaling on their side. They definitely do get outscaled, but their early game is insane here. They have crazy good bot prio, bot is winning, they have top winning regardless of what Dokla picks, right? Early game Renekton is gonna win. And then they also have strong jungler early. So late game is definitely not in their favor, but they have a win con, they just snowball the game. How LYON has to play this game is that they need to play the game really slow on the Nar side and let him scale, get him play the Steel Caps Trinity Force, the Nar is gonna be winning top lane. Bot lane just play till 6 scaling, Pantheon farm till 6 scaling, and Ahri farm till 6, then when Pantheon and Ahri are 6, try to play through mid lane to ensure that Ahri can move first, and then you move to sides and you play for kills, and you play for picks. But scaling wise, I also think LYON wins because of that Lulu and Yunara. That being said, both drafts have a win con. LYON just needs to take skirmishes early and abuse their strong lanes.
Inspired here now, looking for a potential gank. Does have his
okay,
flash available. No flash
that's gonna be a kill. There is no W on Envy. No W and no flash from the previous play. Well played by Inspired. They're punishing that early game.
Great setup there, though, from the mid jungle.
Boy, oh boy, that's not a great start for Loud.
To where Gen.G was, they know exactly where he was.
Oh wait, that's a kill.
Charm there. Saint gonna be in some trouble here. Envy getting him incredibly low.
What the fuck? That explosion damage was crazy. And I think Envy can actually work it out as well. Well played. Was this a panic from Saint that he actually charmed Envy instead of charming the other way, or just not using the charm in the first place? Why is not behind? Early game trading sides. Inspired was on the bot side and Gen.G was on the top side. That normally naturally is gonna put Nar behind when the Renekton can play hyper aggro, and that's gonna be a dive. Oh, the flash away from Dokla after he was dead. That has to hurt, man. And Loud, my friends, is on the freaking board. This was a really good ult by Lulu into Ahri. Like Ahri into Lulu ult. And then Inspired just barely doesn't get hit by Nick ult, but I think even if he does, he would be fine there. He didn't miss the channel on purpose. I don't. Not this time, no, because Mel was knocked up, so she couldn't W. This time I think he missed because Mel was knocked up, so it was like actually. Sometimes when the knock-up hits somebody, it's actually hard to tell where they are exactly when they fall down on the ground. So you miss a skill shot based on that. It happened to me, so I'm trying to excuse Saint a bit.
There's going to be a fight at this next dragon. It has been LYON getting all of the objectives thus far. They got all 3 grubs. They got that first dragon. They've held on the bot side. And are looking
Dokla will slowly start winning this matchup. He's level 10, Nar already scaled off his QW. Has played the Steel Caps. It only gets harder for Croc. Wait, that's an ult by Renek. That's a flash by Renek. I think he's dead actually. Wow, Dokla doesn't even flash in! He just runs him down without the attacks! Well done by Dokla!
Being taken down game 1 by his opposition.
Inspired gets that beautiful E. Didn't really take a lot of damage yet. Gen.G already have HP. And now Gen.G is flashing in, but he's very committed. He's gonna die here. Very good kill so far. Inspired, very good W as well. Oh my, and they're just rolling them. LYON! Inspired smurfs on them. Berserker gets a kill here for free. Yeah, that looks like
they crush the fight.
They get everything they want.
Looks like LYON is online, boys. That looks like we're gonna see Inspire against Gen.G. Well, I mean, okay, it's only game 1, so maybe let's not go that far, but LYON is playing pretty well so far. Lulu has a shield, he's fine. And that's another free kill for Ari.
And Saint is looking for a freebie, and he's gonna be able to get it. Redbird has got nowhere
He was trying to pretend he was the clone.
It's a 1.5k gold lead for him.
But Saint does not get bamboozled. White square for a second there. I think Dokla can actually survive this if he gets a good ult off. Yeah, very nice ult.
But it's a great gnar back from Dokla.
Oh, and he's BMing them as well. The big Dokies.
He wishes he had some help on the bot side because he's gonna get killed off in his own jungle. And
Big Dog has to run away here though.
For more here, trying to chase in after Dokla. Did Dokla get a little bit too confident? They're not gonna go for the play. They know that
Dokla is trying to 1v2 them.
He has that ulti ready to respond.
Inspire is ulting in here.
Dokla's just making fun of him, and in comes the Grand Starfall, and down goes
Dokla baited them.
LYON can do nothing wrong. Shino is running for the hills, but he's got
I think
no
Xeno is gonna live.
Slice will be back up. Inspired still chasing.
Actually,
he wants this kill. Gonna be able to tank
one
it
more
up
kill
there
from
for
Inspired.
Dokla looking to try to finish him off. Shino's got nowhere to go. And LYON.
Oh my god, the fans are so disappointing. Look at them.
Just feels LYON trying to
It's so quiet, man. It's so quiet. Berserker got to free scale. He's now 200 CS at 18 minutes. Inspire has 5 kills. He's been everywhere. This is another counter gank from Inspired and from Ari. That's gonna be a kill for the Necton.
But it's another solo for Dokla. He doesn't even need him, but he's got the help, and Saint's gonna force a flash.
The question is if LYON will even win one game. I mean, this game looks like a stomp. But wait, Dokla? Dokla, you are fucking crazy. What the fuck? Nobody is there to help him, but they are trying to push mid and bot tower. Okay, Dokla is getting the wave. He's dead for sure.
You're gonna get me this time. Ults the wave, tries to get most of the minions, but look at where the rest of the map is. It's the tier 2 mid getting
Inspired just took 3 camps from Young's jungle, and now he's getting his own camps. So snowballing the game into oblivion here. LYON is on a timer now. LYON has to do something because otherwise they are just gonna stop Inky for free, right? And LYON is no rush to do anything. They're just taking it extremely slow.
The ulti from Shino has already been forced.
Okay, Dokla is maybe getting a little bit too hard engaged on, but I think Ari TP is coming in finally, and we will have a fight. Dokla, nice flash.
But the Cataclysm gets flashed away from, and in comes Saint with the Spirit Rush. He's taking him down one after another. Berserker flashes over the wall. He's going to be able to finish off Bull. Everyone
Yay! And LYON with 2 kills. That's going to be both Baron and Soul, I believe.
Might actually move towards the Baron.
That was a really good flash from Dokla.
Something happen. They can't even take out Dokla.
Yeah, but I mean the game just snowballs into oblivion so hard that like even if they try something, okay, Dokla is gonna die here.
They're gonna go for it. Shino and Envy do arrive behind.
1v3, no flash, no way he lives that.
Hits him with the thumbs up. He just wants to go for the wave.
He's gonna try to go behind them, ult them away.
No problem. You have to think good gnar to knock him
and
back,
boom!
but surely he cannot get away. The Golden Eclipse will finish the kill here for Envy.
And now LYON is trying to force the dragon because they know that this is their last hope, right? Denying the soul. Inspired is there though, it's Smite. They don't know.
I don't think they realize that he is there, and now he's going to reveal
himself. They're going Inspired, he has J. Dokla is going to tip in 5 seconds.
There to block some damage to buy some time. Berserker pushing Shino back.
Young's
Young
dead.
going to go in. The pop blossom
Bali, Bull dead.
Catches Isles, and he has the Mikhails, and Berserker has the damage. They're focusing down the soul. Going to be able to claim it surely here, as Envy on the side will fall as well. It's only Shino standing. It's a triple for Berserker. It's a dominant win there.
GG.
As the price
27 minutes, but a very one-sided game. It took 27 minutes, but it might have as well been like a 20 minute game.
Just too crisp this game. Shino maybe able to survive.
LYON played pretty well though.
We'll see.
LYON actually played pretty well. Some good League of Legends. Very macro focused. When they got their lead, they just never let it go. Played extremely slow.
Looking to claim a dominant game number 1. 27 minutes in, a 16,000 gold lead, and they want more, trying to pick up some kills here before they finish the Nexus, but the Nexus falls.
GG. That is Loud having the first pick now. Rise is open still for Loud to first pick. Last game there was no Rise pick until 4-5 ban. So I'm not really sure if Rise would be a first pick that they could look for. It is Rise first pick, okay. Normally into this you would pick Anivia. That's the most common counter pick. There's also Karma lanes open. Ash Seraphine as well, okay. So they pick Ash, but they are not gonna pick Seraphine. Their support of choice will be there on 3. They can pick Braum like yesterday, G2 did with Braum Ash, or they can do Seraphine on 3. So this has to be a jungler or just a mid counter pick. Cassie it is, okay. So they just Cassie over Anivia. Kalista Renata against Ash Seraphine. You don't need to pick Ash Seraphine though. Are you still gonna do that? Ash Seraphine is gonna absolutely outscale this one. The only way Kalista Renata can play this matchup is if they all in and they get so many kills. Otherwise they get completely outscaled. They need to perma all in and play for kills in this lane. This is something that BNK played a lot in LCK, Ash, Seraphine and Mundo. Actually it was DK. DK and BNK, but mostly DK played this a lot. Mundo is just gets so tanky and he can always frontline. He has good mix of AP AD damage. And Mundo is also a flex, could be played top lane, but most likely a jungler. Now all LYON needs is a physical damage top laner, and their draft in a 5v5 is absolutely insane. Yeah, they don't have the answer now because they banned Shroud themselves, right? So what do they pick into this Mundo? Sion top lane, sure, and how is the jungle one? Maybe a Wukong, possibly. Aatrox could also be decent for Loud, but then you are playing Aatrox into Ash Seraphine. Wukong is quite okay as well, but the thing about Wukong is that you are not really playing for scaling this game, you're playing for early game. And then for LYON, I think you just get a Cassandra, honestly. You don't really need more damage. Your damage is fine as it is. You can go Cassandra and you're still happy with the draft. I don't think they can go AP because they are too heavy on AP. I think it's between Cassandra and a Brute. No way. Oh my god! Vayne top lane, big dick Dokla pulling out the Vayne from his pocket, and that's gonna be a Vayne into Sion and Aatrox. So if she gets ahead, she's gonna stomp the side lane. Vayne is not that easy to play into Rise though. But this is something that I absolutely want to watch because this makes the game more exciting. Dokla flashing away from the Q. Gen.G will be able to smite this Scuttle. Okay, no flash. The E was decent, but doesn't really move him. Sane will have to flash for it, but it's gonna be a kill. Okay, no flash. Damn, bro, like LYON is good! Inspired understands tempo of both Aatrox and Mundo, so he catches Mundo on top Scuttle as Aatrox was trying to rotate into that lane. The Dokla, I mean, is controlling top lane so well. Sane can move first in this matchup.
Malphite Ben was really smart. But they are going to look for Redbird here. Remember, Redbird
Isles misses his route.
He's put it incredibly low.
But this is still looking like a very good all-in.
Pulling onto Berserker, but Redbird, I think he's going to get ran down, slowed down. He's trying to get out of there. They are a little bit hesitant to chase, but the volley
oh my god, man!
Seraphine
misses every button! That was game 1, it was a stomp for LYON.
Hesitant to chase in. I don't think
Envy is dead, even if flashes, he is just dead.
And Inspired's got his eyes on the prize, knocks down the blue man in mid lane. It's another kill for He has the ghost, so has a lot of moves here. Shino going to look for the
wait, but is this a good idea?
Early, and I think he's gone way too far. Going to get knocked back. He has the spellbook ignite. He will pop it on a Dokla.
And Dokla is trying to turn this around. Rise is gonna ult stun though.
Chasing forward. He's going to be looking to finish him off. Shino
okay, Dokla is definitely dead here.
Dokla has no flash to follow, and MB is behind him.
Dokla's gonna go on the tower and die.
He goes in.
Like a classic Vayne top!
It's a shutdown.
He just runs it down and dies.
Because they're going to try to turn this one around. In comes
this is a good gank. That's going to be a kill. Maybe 2. I think that's going to be 2. Cloud is on the board! 2 kills for Aatrox are insane. Oh, Saint.
Saint is here and he's healthy.
Oh, that's a double.
Misses the first Q though. He's going to be able to hit the petrifying gaze. Redbird is gone. He flashes forward.
Oh, actually, wait.
He still has a barrier, but
oh my god, I made a block! Okay, he's out.
The minions can't help out enough.
And that is 2 kills for Cassiopeia. He made it look very easy there, Saint.
Just when Loud gets that early pressure they wanted.
Kalista used 2 sounders, tried to get away, still dies.
There from Loud heading in
okay,
towards
no
Saint.
flash.
He's going to try to kite out, but he has no flash and he has no ulti. He has no chance. It's a shutdown there for Envy. Another with the Kalista all over the wall here. Saint is going to try to sidestep, and he does sidestep
everything.
that
Still
handshake.
dies.
Kiting back into the tower for the hostile takeover there. The CC just doesn't end.
I believe that overall Vayne is just building. There is so many carry Vayne top lanes that go full AD, but normally Vayne always builds like on hit and a lot of tankiness. Well played by LYON. Hey, this could be a good fight though. Saint a little bit deep here. Gen.G using his ultimate. Nice sidestep there from the stand from Gen.G.
Avoids a petrifying gaze, but pops the World Ender, so it's just going to have that running out.
Inspire has to use ult there. Inspire misses the smite. Inspire takes a lot of damage in HP, and he's dead!
Inspire got way overconfident with that.
Inspire was so cocky playing for the Skull Crab. Saint has to run away now, has to flash away, but I mean, look at the tanks! Look at the tanks, they can tank forever!
But I don't think he has the damage. Gen.G comes in.
And Loud, my friends, is online here. Inspire did the ego play, he got punished for it. Saint gets run down, no escaping Sion and Aatrox, they are too tanky, they have too much health. Okay, they'll be forcing this mid tower.
Here comes the ulti from Shino looking for
Berserker.
Definitely has to flash here.
Good peel so far, but he has to flash.
He
flashes now.
Is going to be able to get hit by the hostile takeover. In comes
Dokla is TPing to this, but I don't think this fight is good for LYON.
But it's quite far away. I don't know if LYON can really find a re-engage, but
can they do have the damage to kill Zeno?
Does land onto Shino. He
Not
is
really.
grounded, he is slowed, but he is very, very tanky, running back.
Gen.G.
Berserker and Saint stepping forward.
What the fuck is that? Okay, their combo is online, their combo is online. Dokla is going in. Their combo is actually online, their combo is actually online. They're running them down. What the fuck is their comb? What is their comb? They group together one time in the game and suddenly they just run them down. I think that should be a Baron. That should be a Baron for LYON.
They could go Baron.
They literally just ran at them. They just pulled their trigger and they all ran at them. They ran at them from tier 1 tower to tier 2 tower and they just kept running. Not taking any damage because of Seraphine. Mundo being Mundo. Has to flash away. Kalista is available though.
Still chasing after him. That is the flash, that is the heal.
I'm happy that my Skewman got a shot out there as well.
Bit aggressive positioning, I think it's fair to say.
You know, we talked about LYON.
Okay, so he went Hexblade for the tankiness.
To find a better fight. It seemed like they found it.
I think
Envy has his flash, but will it be enough?
Gen.G getting caught.
Coming in on the side, he seems to have found Isles. Isles in a lot of trouble, has no flash
Isles
himself.
just dies.
He's going to be knocked down. There's the reset for Gen.G as he comes in and stops that attack in its tracks here.
Why did Berserker not go to help? I suppose he didn't have enough vision to actually walk in there.
Creating space for Berserker. They need to protect their carries, and Inspired is the man to do it. The canister are going to get knocked out of him, though. They do get some damage.
Not a lot of damage on that Mundo. Wait, Isles loses so much HP on the side. Dokla is zoning the backline, though. Redbird is getting melted by the Bane. Isles is dead, but so is Redbird. Bully is going to get run down by Dokla. Dokla level 17 Bane is so strong. But on the other hand, Ryze is doing so much damage along Gen.G. Inspired is still alive, but this looks like a good fight for LYON. Triple kill from Ryze. And Inspired is gonna get run down as well. There's no way he's getting away from this one, even though it's a Mundo and it takes forever to kill him even without the ultimate. And yeah. Dokla went after the backline and he does kill the backline, but at what cost? Saint, Isles, Berserker with nobody to help them get run down by Evie, Gen.G and Zeno.
Look for Gen.G, the slows do land, but the roots do not.
They can't overchase. If they do, they get Renata ulted, they get wiped. Oh my god, this Renata ult is huge. Berserker is caught. Berserker is caught. Berserker Saint is caught as well. This fight is gonna be a wipe! This fight is gonna be a wipe! LYON will be going down here. Dokla is trying to run away. And actually he gets the sidestep ball, but gets hit by the next Q. Inspired left alive, Isles left alive, but that's gonna be second game too loud. They stay in it, baby. They stay in it. Inspired will take down Renata here, I believe so at least, yep.
Does end up killing the support, but does have his.
Wait, actually, is this GG? Inspired is farming cracks.
Might just be able to end off the back of this.
Wait, what? What is happening? What?
Set to come through. They'll just go to Baron instead. But still, team fight win after team fight win for this squad. Allowed in a great position from here.
So Renata ran it down and they didn't even end the game.
And will get revealed by the Baron buff. He's got
Envy. Chad, if Envy dies, this is game over. What? You just killed us in 3 abilities! I repeat, what?
He kills them both.
What?
Takes the game into his hands.
What is it, Ice?
Do nothing.
What is it, Ice?
But you're gonna lose the game. They are piling on
shit!
Chicken there, and it's a handshake to agree
Okay.
on a tied-up series.
This is why Rice was banned every single game of this tournament. This is why Rice was banned every single game of the tournament. Because even though enemy gets caught, he kills Ash in 3 abilities.
All the ultis until he had already one-shot someone.
I'm gonna play this fight. I'm gonna play every fight actually. There's a lot to watch from this one.
In game 1, they battle back in game 2. Counter picks be damned. Loud are here to play. The CB
And Loud makes that series.
LCS.
Fucking love that.
What a game, Gen.G. And I think Gen.G, Envy, and Redbird.
Finally, Arena going crazy for their Brazilian representatives, Loud Esports. Chat, what? What's yeah?
And we'll get
Okay. Listen, Rice has no mercs, okay? No mercs, so no anti-tenacity. No tenacity in his build. Has Ghost and Flash, but doesn't use neither, gets hit by the arrow. In this moment, I feel like support and mid should be flashing in. The problem is that Saint has no flash. I think Isle should be trying to flash onto this guy to ult him. Because if they kill Rice, it's a 5v4 at the Elder Dragon, so it's completely playable. But what happens instead is that Rice gets hit by the arrow, right? And it looks like, okay, maybe they can catch him. His team is quite far away. They have no Rice ult because Rice is getting caught. Aatrox, Sion, and all of them are quite far away. And this is looking like Rice is just gonna flash now and keep running, right? You are wrong. He uses E, WQ, and Ash is dead. Ash has barrier, Seraphine has heal and Michael. But because of the burst damage from Rice, none of this is used because they just don't expect how much damage Rice is gonna do here. He's just dead. And now he does QE, Q, QW, and Cassio is dead. He just did one-shot 2 carries in a matter of 3 seconds.
The arrow comes out. He was not thinking about that.
Ash is alive at 35-18.
Can they chase him down and knock him down? The actualizer gets blocked.
At 35-21, Ash and Cassie are dead, only to Rice damage. In 3 seconds, Rice killed 2 carries. I mean, okay, there is a lot of questions, right? Why didn't Cassio ult? Why didn't Seraphine ult? Why didn't Berserker barrier? Why is chat gay? There's so many questions. But most importantly, why the heck is a champion allowed to do this damage when a champion is tanky as well? It's not like Rice is a squishy champion. The guy has a Rod of Ages and setup, so he's quite tanky for a mage, and he yet one-shot 2 carries in 3 seconds. And that's not like a Orianna type of one-shot where you do combo 2 carries with your all abilities. It's like you used separate cooldowns on 2 separate carries and you one-shot both of them.
He stands, he fights, he kills them both, and he takes the
No, but that was just unfair. Like, what? Like, it's just... Okay, like, to me, you know what is shocking? You know what is shocking to me? If you go Rice and you do a patch note history, right? There's nothing. They didn't nerf the champion for so long. Look, there is one nerf right here. Base damage increased. What? Base damage increased. Base damage increased. Real one cooldown decreased. Okay, so they buffed the Rice for some fucking reason. And here, 14-18. Okay, so they did a rune prison nerf. Slow increase. What? Okay, so they actually just didn't nerf Rice. It's only buffs. No, it has to be a bug. There was a nerf to Rice where they decreased his W damage by like 0.5% AP. There was a patch where they nerfed Rice. I promise you, there was one. There was one patch where they nerfed him. And you know, they released this item called Actualizer. And Actualizer is an item that is the best Rice item ever. And why is the best Rice item? Is because Rice has very relatively low cooldowns and his abilities benefit of mana. And this item gives you shit ton of AP, shit ton of okay, so well, 10 abilities is not a lot, but 90 AP, 10 abilities, 300 mana. And then this is the big one, mana made real. For 8 seconds, your mana is empowered. While empowered, your abilities cost 100% more mana. You gain 15% more damage on these abilities, plus 0.5% per 100 bonus mana, which when Rice builds Actualizer and Rod of Ages and setups is a lot. And then you have increased ability damage, healing, and shielding, and your basic ability cooldown progress 30% faster. So this item is like the Ryze item. It's like the item is legit created for Ryze. And after releasing this item, they didn't think about nerfing Ryze. In fact, they have buffed this item. They reduced the total cost from 3,100 to 2,800. So they made the item really cheap as well. So Ryze can easily get a third item, fourth item of the game, depending if he needs to spend earlier or not. Bro, even the fucking visual effects are on Ryze because, well, it's a primer champ to use this item. Okay, so new effect, the power now tables all allies. 26.03 Rune Prison, IP ratio reduced by 10%, but mana ratio also reduced by 1%. And then on 25.13, base damage reduced, on W, mana cost changed, and then Q overall bonus damage got increased, and Rune Prison base damage reduced. So they nerfed his W. They nerfed Ryze W damage twice, but they buffed his Q damage. Okay, so LYON actually chose second pick. Loud chose red side and LYON chose second pick. So LYON is counter picking this game, which means that they think at least that they prioritize counter picks over having a strong first pick here with this Ryze being out of the picture. LYON also did ban Orianna and Vi, the next couple of first picks. There is Xin Zhao open. I expect Loud to first pick Xin Zhao if given the opportunity. Is this gonna be a Xin first pick? Is this gonna be a first pick? I don't really like Milio. I don't think the champion provides the same amount of value as Nami does when it comes to burst damage from Lucian. Lucian is not a late game scaling pick. Lucian is supposed to be strong as a 2-3 items. And when you pick Milio with Lucian, you take away his spike to make him a little bit better scaling. Version is behind as fuck. Is it? I'm gonna refresh. Alistar is okay, but Sivir into Lucian is very hard matchup. And then they are last picking top lane. They know now that they could still pick the Gwen as she's playing to 3 melee champions. If they want a match frontline, they could go Ornn, but then they are just getting outscaled by Sivir Cassandra. Oh bro, please do it. Oh my god, LYON! Big dogs again! Garen top into Cassandra! Let's fucking go! Holy shit!
Which he was using as a counter to Cassandra, which had been incredibly popular. The reason, this is really strong, there's a lot of armor pen on your E, but also, when Cassandra goes
Big Dogs likes to cook!
Justice.
Gamba open!
The true damage. He's getting low himself.
Listen, Dokla is content. He is, absolutely. And the thing is, Garen is actually tanky, and Garen is also really good against Kiana. Like, what can Kiana do against Garen? So, how Garen wants to play this lane is that he wants to go 50-50 in farm early, and then after about one item, Garen is going to have perma prio by pushing the wave. If Cassandra ever all-ins, he gets instantly ulted, and he gets one-shot by the ult, as Cassandra needs to stack resistances and health. So Garen ult has so much efficiency against this. And then in side lane, Garen always gets prio. So Garen always gets prio. And I just banter.
I think after last game, when they obviously lost to a Hextech Soul, lost to Soul in general, and with that combo lean to that, Jankos might be in trouble.
Yep, he is going to get rooted up, throws down the supreme display of talent, but the second chains is there.
Flash out the Q, Inspire gets the first blood. Well played by Saint and Inspired. Getting that kill on Yang.G. Yang.G overplaying a little bit, invading. Cancels Inspired's E with his...
Oh, Saint's gonna get solo killed. We come back to live and we see a single auto flying through the air, and Saint
is this scripted?
By Envy after winning this
that looks scripted. All we saw is a flash auto with him being 0 HP. What happened? I mean, okay, it's underwhelming, but not really. You get that Ocean on Wukong, Braum, and Garen, you are happy, especially on Garen. He will then just literally ignore Cassandra on the side lane and get plates in his face. What is the point of Garen in this comp? Winning side lane, execute against Cassandra, execute against Alistar. If he finds a flash QE on Sivir, can also deal with that one. Really good against Kiana.
It's not a game winner. There's some souls you get it, especially with the right comp.
What? There's no way, no. Oh my god. That one, what? He's so clean! Holy shit, did you see that, chat? That was insane, that was so clean! By both solo laners. And Dokla, that's why Garen is meta. That's why Garen is the pick. Because he just goes, flashes onto you, slams you with his big sword on your head, presses E, dances around you a little bit with a spina, uses the big R, the big ignite, and the big Dokis get the solo bolo.
Sometimes that can snowball. And Louder now looking.
And now the big Dokis unfortunately is getting solo boloed.
The ignite comes down, the Pathmaker connects, and Dokla has no way out of this one. Will take him a while, but Shino can just auto him down.
Hey, this Cassandra will be a problem. No cap if Dokla had ignite, I'd be more afraid for Kiana dying than...
Look, there's the flash forward, the Pathmaker, but the Q3 does miss. He goes all out, and he's looking to knock down
Oh my, wait, that was a lot of damage. You know, Cassandra is more damage than Kiana there? Like, I'm sure of it. Okay, Aurora is tipping in. Loud wants to prevent these Drags from stacking. Isles losing a lot of HP. Bull also, where was the spell shield? What the heck? Garen was there. And Inspired is using Herald to run into mid tower now.
And MV is retreating. He was overconfident. Now the Battle Herald comes through.
What?
From Inspired, going to be able to knock
Youngja
that
just
one down.
ulted the wall.
Talent only landing on the clone of Wukong. Yeah, Dokla,
is this a kill angle?
Just lying in wait here. I'm going to be looking to just clear up this wave. In comes Inspired.
Really.
Going to see if Shino wanted to commit to anything. But Gen.G is on his way down as well. Dokla has the ulti now, but he is getting beat down right now.
Okay, let's see how much. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Here comes the ultimate. Justice delivered once more. The TP is there from Redbird.
You cannot press ult on Cassandra against Garen. You just can't do that. If you do, you just get demashed.
As Saint going to be going up here against Envy. Saint going to have to try to get away.
Okay, Saint plays this one well, gets away without dying.
The deaths for now, but definitely not feeling comfortable in this game is Saint. As Youngja
getting run down by Inspired.
Just for a knockback, he gets stunned up. The
oh my goodness, this culling.
Incredibly low. Are they going to go for more? The ulti even popped out there by Redbird.
I for item. Let's freaking go.
Well,
I'm in for it. It's good for his comp.
I think he'll be a little late, but they stole out the dragon. Then maybe he'll have it.
Yeah, we'll see. Youngja going to get spotted now. Saint is there, as is Inspired. And Youngja's in a world of trouble here. Has the flash, but no chance to use it. He's knocked down by Inspired. Inspired looking
I feel like the Kiana peak was very...
Are they going to go for the Baron? This would be risky. I don't think that they will. Just kind of
50 seconds to us an Ocean Sol for... Oh wow, nice one.
The chain's actually going to connect through everything. Nice distortion back, dodging the damage. The brawl
okay, he's stunned.
There. He goes across
but there's
the
no flash on Saint, so he can't finish that kill up.
But by Loud, and they can't really get a purchase in the river.
I believe that Garen just kills Alistar with that ult right now when the Alistar is this much HP. Oh my god, Dokla just flashes on Youngja, and that's like 90% HP without even Eing. Just flash Q, R, ignite and auto.
Dokla jumps out of the brush. It's a jump scare for Lion. It's Inspired going forward. It's
okay, Inspired got Alistar. They got Zin as well. Bezer is chasing two people at the same time.
Lion crushed the fight. They are
that's gonna be solved for Lion.
The approach is so slow, and then Dokla
it's so easy. It's just so easy. Kiana can't walk in. Has no teamfight presence. If they don't get to Berserker or Saint, they don't win the fight. They can't really go on Garen because of his W. He's not a good engaged target. They are not losing HP to this Baron, so they can do it as two. They also have pretty good damage at this point, 3 items each.
And now they're starting the Baron.
Very hard to walk in, Youngja.
Big ult.
Wait, are they all turning or was it just Berserker?
Gets a big chunk down.
Okay, yeah, they'll finish it.
Working on this. Dokla is going to reveal himself. Youngja has been spotted. They want to keep Youngja out of the pit. We'll see if they can do it. Redbird has no ulti. Youngja's getting
they got the Baron. They got Alistar.
Goes back in. The first kill of the fight.
Oh my god, Inspired with the Flashman! Flash Steam and ult! Holy shit, Inspired just completely smurfed this. And now Zeno is slowly getting chased down. A really nice ward, and that's the game. That was a very, very good fight by LYON. They played on the edge. They really made use of that Ocean Dragon as well, just keeping enemies at an arm's length, not really fully committing to the fight, but chipping on their HP and using Ocean to regenerate the HP themselves, and just kind of waiting it out, waiting it out, punch for punch, and at some point you get the Baron, enemy teams lost more HP than you did, and then you pull the trigger, you ace the fight, you win the game.
Really impressive performance here from Lion. Redbird respawns, but he can do nothing but watch as his Nexus is raised to the ground. Lion go up 2-1. They're on match point.
And now the big question is, was game 2 just a fluke because LYON threw the game, or is this series actually winnable? So, Loud chose first pick and LYON chose blue side, with Loud banning Azir, Nami and Varus, LYON banning Orianna, Vi. Rumble picked away from Nocturne comp, makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
What is inspired decision to play into this Nocturne here? Normally into Nocturne you can just play tanks and play front to back, but if you have Rumble already, unless you want to flex and do like Yona Sejuani, you could do that. Not sure if Saint is a Sejuani player. And Inspired plays Yona. Not sure if Saint is a Yona player. They picked Jean very early as well. Doesn't that draft look so bad? They get counter P. Okay, so there's Ornn into Rumble. And now Jean cannot deal with the Ornn, he doesn't have damage for it. Rumble does have damage, but he's playing into Ornn Nocturne side lane, so he's gonna get ganked. Akali here peaked as well, so they're playing a full dive combo. I mean, now it makes it a bit more playable because LYON can grab this Galio, which is a good pick into Akali. We have seen yesterday when Caps played into Akali, lane was hard, but in teamfights it was hard for Akali to play against Galio. That being said, if Nocturne ults first, Galio needs to insta-ult, otherwise with Division denial, Galio doesn't really know where to ult. And they do pick the Jace, and this could be my friend Jace jungle, but it could also be Jace mid lane. This could be a double flex Jace, with Inspired playing a Maokai Sejuani, or Inspired playing Jace. Okay, how does it look like? LYON wants to play with poke and wants to play extremely slow fights. The slower the fight is, the better it is for LYON. If hard engage happens by Loud, they will get wiped. But if LYON can keep them at, again, an arm's length and just keep using JZQ, Jean WR, Maokai saplings, Rumble harpoons, then LYON can win long fights. If the fight happens very fast and Loud gets on the backline, Loud is just gonna wipe them. Loud comp is, I'd say, easier to play if they are ahead, but Loud comp is really hard to play if they fall behind. Actually, that is true.
If someone else picked a Leandry champ after you already had,
you couldn't pick two Landis champs. And then when they remove,
we can't build the item now. Redbird's going to be spotted out here by Isles as they're going for an engage. Nice knockback there from Inspired. Will keep himself safe.
Douglas has no items in this fight, but so far a very good... oh my god, they played it so well actually. They played it very slow. Gina has to flash away, but they are getting slowed. Inspired might be doubling in on this. Gets the Q up as well. Takes the explosive plans. LYON plays it really slow, but very, very well, really.
Freebies for LYON. As Loud
Saint just got tier 3 boots as well. He bought medics. Insta medics buy.
1,500 gold up.
Okay, Jace is getting run down, but he's ultra tanky. Oh my god, no way, right? Oh my! Say Isles! Isles!
Tried to peel, but it failed to do so.
Oh my goodness! Okay, Inspired gets that kill. But Isles just killed Saint, pushing the Nocturne into Jace.
Yeah, and especially because it was a
my bad. My bad, guys, my bad.
Which is pretty atypical.
Envy is looking quite homeless, in fact. That is true. But Akali does have good base damage. So it's still a winnable fight for Loud.
Generally, people just want to stack swords.
Okay, how are they gonna approach this? Inspired's waiting for his E, gets the E off. Isles is ghosting in. Isles is looking to ult away somebody. Smite goes to Inspired. Target is Jace though. Target is Jace, and Jace is gonna get run down. Nice W by Isles, and the peel is here, but the Rumble doesn't really hit anybody. Now Youngji is gonna die, but Inspired is so low. Inspired is gonna fall right up there. Bull still alive, runs away. Isles. Does he have E? I guess not. Oh my god, he can't move. He actually couldn't move that. Isles needs medics, otherwise he can't play.
That's the only thing that averts total disaster.
Good play by Loud. And
Saint just ends up in such an uncomfortable
every fight can look exactly the same.
Oh,
Dokla.
Dokla looking for Redbird, has no flash.
Oh my god, Inspired can always get the kill with the little sapling there. There's a little sapling waiting in the brush, so...
On Abyssal is really nice if you have a lot of AP on your team. But they are going to be looking. Paranoia coming
Jace.
in here onto Saint.
That's
it.
Very easy.
He's got no chance.
Nobody was around Jace. He's playing Jace on side lane. A game against Nocturne, Akali, and Ornn. Absolutely unplayable. Jace is such a walking 300 gold right now for Loud. He needs two people or at least one person with him at all times. Otherwise, he's just a free kill. They can also easily dive him. They have so much damage.
out of the river, basically anywhere outside of the front
Like,
line,
what is Loud's
or, like,
win
directly
con
under
now?
a tower.
They are
He's
getting
having a tough time
outscaled.
for the Jace.
You can see Dokla down to the spot. Young.G was lying in wait, but doesn't like what he found. His equalizer is going to get dropped. Young.G does have the flash, but will he have to use it?
Oh my.
He's moving down, but so is Redbird.
Oh my god, Dokla just got completely outplayed. That E-flash was so obvious because he walked to the side to position better, and now they use Herald and they're trying to dive the Jace. Very well played. I think that should, that should be a kill. They're trying to dive Poppy as well. Wait, what happened to Herald? Wait, what happened to Herald? Wait, what happened to Herald? Did Herald hit the on Q? On Q the Herald?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Nah, bruh. No way, they just got so outplayed. Zeno, the fucking genius. Holy shit.
He's so tanky as well, doesn't have that much
Zeno
armor
actually
there,
queued the Herald, so Herald crashed into the Q. It's a little Q, but yet Herald can crash into it.
It was Satan by the aggro most of the time.
Yang.
Look at this deep TP. They're going to be able to stun him into the wall here. Isles
no
looking
flash,
for him.
I mean, he's dead.
Dokla has the home guards coming out with this TP. Going to be able to finish him off. The kill will be
well,
gifted
Yang, that was extremely greedy. You lost your team at Dragon, most likely. But Berserker has to base, so this is still a fightable Dragon for Loud.
Okay,
they're trying to make the fight happen.
Going to be looking for an engage here. The Nature's Grasp is popped. The Shock Blast does connect.
Oh no, wait, Misfortune! Misfortune flashed when she tapped him out! What the fuck?
And now Redbird trying to run for it.
Why didn't she just flash early? What was that?
Yeah.
No, but like either Inspired just has some form of a mind control against these guys. Why did you ever flash so late?
They're going to try to fight.
Okay, but Loud is still going to contest this.
Is coming in. Paranoia is going to be popped. And
that being said, I mean, they have to be... Okay, nice fight by Young.G. Oh wow, two people instantly dead. Berserker, though. Berserker is alive. That's an important one.
Now Redbird is low. Envy is low as well. They're looking for him. The Ornn is just too damn tanky.
Envy is stuck in the pit. Envy has to run away. Okay, Envy should be TPing out, not basing, just TPing out. That's a good fight for Loud as they trade 2 for 2. Berserker.
Now as Bull comes in, but not confident to keep
chasing. They trade 2 for 2, but they get the Dragon. Yeah, Dokla looked like mega tilted.
And maybe he feels like they're being outscaled. Paranoia going to be popped, and it is again and again.
No counterplay, bro. No, zero counterplay. Nocturne just presses ult, they go in, they get a kill. Very easy. Okay. Isles, can he ult anybody? He ulted away Akali, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. Young.G is too deep, Young.G is very deep. But that's gonna be Inspired being dead, and look, now Jin is ulting, but Jin has no damage, Ornn is tanking everything. And now Envy finally gets access to the back. I see probably ulted before, and he one-shots Berserker. And that's going to be now the wiping LYON and going towards that Baron. Holy fucking shit, Viva Brazil! Damn! Damn! And LCS is getting destroyed here in this team fight.
Looking to push up mid. I'm not even sure if they're going to be able to get the tower here. Equalizer comes through. They're going to drop the Equalizer. Here comes the Nature's
oh my god, Misfortune is doing so much damage!
Paranoia. The curtains are
and look, Akali's trying to dive Jace in the mid lane. Akali's diving Jace, Jace is dead already. And while LYON is surviving in the top lane, they are not surviving the mid lane. Akali now is pushing mid tower along Nocturne. As LYON is getting the top... okay, I think LYON can pack it up.
They have to make a play, they have to go for it, because they knew, I mean, Say was not long for this world in the mid lane.
Nocturne value is just so huge.
Pushing in, taking, inhibitor tower top, inhibitor tower mid. And at this point, looking like they're going to be taking this game. LYON have to find a fight here, or they're going to reset and spend all their gold.
They just don't have those X-Factor champs.
Okay, all they have to do is now get their last base off and go bot lane.
That ability to find a quick pick. We'll see if LYON can make something happen, but without
Chad, we are so close to the silver scrappers.
They don't have any snap engage. It's just really the...
I feel like it was a better pick mid lane than the Jace. It could have been Yone, because Yone would actually deal with Ornn. Booklet time.
It is absolutely that simple.
And the game ends. She doesn't have LDR yet, but I mean, it's not like they have a lot of armor.
Two supers stacked up on the top wave.
Misfortune level 16 soon for the massive ult power spike.
Have a great wave clear. Last game, we doubted the Garen, we were wrong. This game, we doubted the Jace, and I think we might have been right.
We'll see if they will look for a dive bot or if they will just wait for Ocean, then claim the Ocean, and then try to end.
Been able to have an effect. This Akali weathered the storm in the early game, and him and Young.G have just been.
Jin is an actual minion, legit, with these items.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of Oh, Engage comes in.
Inspire
Going
that.
into bullet time, the paranoia, everything getting spent. Inspire trying to survive.
Inspire is dead, guys, and if the leader of the team is dead, the whole team. Wait! The Rumble is massive, but Jin has to cancel his ult and he has to run away because of Akali pressure, and they have no damage! They have no damage! There's no AD carry on the side of LYON! Berserker ults and then cancels it because he can't do anything, he can't stand there. There's just no damage. We are going into 5 games with Brazil against LCS!
Bull pushing forward, taking a little bit of damage. It's up to Berserker, it's up to Isles. But
hey chat, my prediction. Look at my prediction in the chat. Gen.G 3-1 JDG, but LYON 3-2's loud, and the prediction may just come true. But we may also live in a timeline where Brazil wins over LCS! And I am here, and sign me up for that timeline, because that would be a sick fucking timeline to be a part of. Where Brazil, Viva la Brazil, where Brazil beats LCS. And LCS officially becomes the 5th worst region, or the 5th best region. There is Orianna still that has to be banned from Loud. They actually must ban Orianna.
All we had to do.
I believe that they also must ban Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao first pick is a thing for Inspired, and Orianna first pick is a thing for LYON as well. So I think the last 2 bans is going to be Xin and Orianna. If they don't ban Xin or don't ban Orianna right now, okay, this is Orianna ban, and the next one should be Xin Zhao. Okay, so Corki first pick. That's already not a hyper carry. It's a strong early game champion that they decided to first pick. Ambessa picked away. It's still a flex pick. Nami? Wait, was Nami not played yet? They picked the Nami away! But what are you gonna combine with Nami when there is no Lucian, there is no Corki? You pick Nami away from the Corki, but what do you pick with the Nami? And there's still a Xin Zhao option for LYON. I feel like Xin Zhao is heavily under the radar in this series. It is decent into Zahan, decent into Ambessa, and decent... Okay. Inspire is gonna take the Xin Zhao for himself. And then since Nautilus is banned, the best support into Rel is most likely Bard. The best support into Nami is most likely Bard or Rel. Rel if you want to go offensive style, Bard if you just wants to match the roams, and Rakan, okay. Rakan also a combination with Xin Zhao. Honestly, I feel like the 3 picks that LYON has is something that you could actually get in game 1 as well. Is there like a burst AD carry that we don't see, chat? I mean, that's not bad. That is something that like Los Ratons also played during the season. Los Ratons played this, Caitlyn Nami. That was before everybody knew that enchanters are like just the way to go. But that is a really good scaling for Caitlyn. And the laning phase is also good, unless Xin Zhao can look for a cheese gang. Now we are going to 4-5s. There are no tanks left in the top lane. Any band out here, denying that high burst from Saint. I feel like for mid lane, Victor is the best right now because it's a very safe blind pick that has no counters. The worst that could happen is something like Zeraf or Hui, but I'm not really sure if Saint can play Hui. And then Hui's playstyle is... Well, I think if you are not Chovy, it's not easy to play Hui. So I'm gonna open the Gamba, it's a 5-minute Gamba, so no rush. Xin Zhao, the Trand here ban against Yongja. What about Lee Sin? What about like a cheeky Lee Sin game here for Yongja? He is a Korean jungler. Okay, and then Malphite ban as a potential Malphite last pick in case the Ambessa is a flex pick. So now if you are blind playing mid lane, I believe the safest blind pick... Ooh, that's a double flex. That's a Zahen Ambessa flex. One of them will be at the jungler and one of them will be the top laner.
They definitely can. Shino is the only one.
I feel like they have double 200 years of experience on their side. And now the question is, what does Envy counter pick the Victor with? Because I don't feel like Victor has any counters at this point. It is a game 5 Victor pick that is just a really strong laner. Sylas into Victor. It's a really, really weak lane for Sylas. You just get bullied.
What are they going to go for?
I mean, Loud could go Galio, but then they are getting outscaled really hard on mid lane. But I mean, it fits their Ambessa's hand.
Syndra did get nerfed, but is available.
That guy just picked Vex in game 5! He locked in Vex! It's a game 5 LYON against Loud, and he locked in Vex against Victor! He's just going in! He said, fuck it, we ball, and he's going in! What the fuck?
This is, I think, a
but Victor has no dash. I mean, Jax has a dash, Rakan has a dash, Zinza has a dash, Corki has a dash, but Victor has no dash. I feel like this laning phase is gonna be so hard for Vex. Sure, early game we can always play as Vex because they have high base damage. But I feel like the longer the game goes, the more unplayable it's gonna become for the Vex, especially side lane. Gen.G gets that vision and backs off. Inspired is also gonna potentially evolve the Raptors, or maybe look for a mid gang.
Which meant he got to hold on to the flash.
Yeah, Inspired might have an angle here.
He is coming in here behind Envy.
That is gonna be a flash minimum.
Bottom side, but not far enough over there. Flash is fierce.
Actually, that could be a kill.
Audacious charge, the knock up, the gravity.
Wow, well played by Inspired. Even though the fear lands, it doesn't matter. Inspired gets the knock up, and they just get the first kill. That's after Vex TP. This is a disaster. But if Jax has hold an E, I don't see them having lethal damage.
Gen.G coming over here. The public execution is up and available, and now the counter strike is gone, and I think that is going to be curtains for Dokla. He's going to try to run for it. We'll see if he can actually outplay this. Leap strike back, pops the Grandmaster's might, but he's going to be
very clean. Gen.G gets the knock up, they execute the kill, and that's
with no counter strike.
That's Loud being equal and gold.
Try again. They tempo a little bit there as Saint trading back and forth here with Bull. Redbird caught out in the middle.
Very well played by Inspired. That's a kill.
Going to be popping the ulti, flashing
very
away,
well done by Inspired. Finds the Pishi and skewers her on his spear.
Like a sure thing.
On support feels so good. It's like the Garen game we had when the Alistair, you just hold them.
What?
Oh, as
Zeno just saw a balls Dokla without even using his ultimate. Oh, wait, they're going, but they're going the wrong target. There was a Herald used very early. That's a 3-man by Isles, but nobody to follow it up. What happened to Envy ult? I think he missed it somewhere. That's gonna be one more smite. Well played by Saint, flashing in for that kill. And LYON on the run, LYON on the low ropes even. They're gonna drop mid tower. Tier 1, they're gonna drop tier 2 most likely as well. What happened to that Envy's ult? As is having a good flank and Vex is nowhere to be found. Inspired gets the smite off.
No way in for Loud. They don't have any engaged, so can't find the angle. Envy is behind them.
Okay, Envy is gonna fish for a ult, I believe at least.
Would just get knocked down, and now LYON can just back
Isles
it up
is in a good flank. Bull.
Bull maybe gonna face check in onto Isles, and Isles flashes in. The charm is
this is playable though. Isles went really deep. Inspired is the target. Inspired is doing a lot of HP. Inspired flashes away. Inspired is buying so much damage, just doesn't die. And all of these flashes over the wall are just not. There's another wall. Behind that wall, there's another wall. And Dokla dies on Nami. That massive ult from Victor.
Full control in game number 5.
Redbird in trouble here as well.
Redbird, you can say that again. He's got nowhere to go. Saint wraps around behind him. You said he needed to step up in this moment, and he is doing just that.
Crushing blow for Loud, and LYON gonna move straight onto the Baron.
And I'm afraid that this is just
I don't think it's enough to get back there in time.
Loud scales, not anymore. I don't think. I mean, like they could scale if they pick a useful mid laner, but this Vex pick, I'm sorry to say, is just completely fucking trash. I mean, it's literally does nothing in this game. Jankos during draft. Wow, this Vex pick is amazing. She looks. Yeah, okay.
Losing so much more gold at this point.
Send me a clip of me saying that I'm gonna ban you.
Dokla, the fear comes out, and he looks like he's gonna be a bit of a freebie. Dokla overstays as the rest of the team is resetting.
Loud will get one more dragon fight.
Yeah, not the side.
Dokla has a flank. They can just start dragon.
Surprise from Dokla. They have controlled that mid wave, but the dragon is spawned. Shino looking for a flank.
Inspired goes in. They are flashing onto Nami. They have Nami. I repeat, they have Nami. Nami is flashing away. Bull is so low HP, but Berserker flashes in. Kelly is not dead yet. Envy. Okay, I mean, they're slowly but surely they're gonna get run down here. I don't know why is Rakan going 1v5 there, but Rakan dies on enemy Raptors, but yeah.
Here, as Inspired has his eyes on the objective. The solo laners are more than enough to knock down the Brazilian phenom will fall.
And the fight is 1 for 3.
You have to feel like Mida just
but that is going to be an Ocean Soul. I'm better so far, yes, sure, but part of it is just LYON engages when they see a good situation.
It absolutely has.
What do I think G2 needs to do to win versus BLG? I think we should really play heavily around Caps, around Knight, around June and around Bin. I think we should let our bot lane low-key 2v2 on weak side with Bloodrobe roaming to mid lane. Kind of the place that we always have. Because I feel like Bin and Knight are such an important points of BLG that if they struggle and they get tilted, it will be like 20 times easier to play. So we need to play through mid and top tomorrow. Really, really hard, especially through mid. Because it's the same for us, right? If Caps is behind, the game gets hard.
cool, and Dokla has been chunked
That's
low.
top tower,
Will have
that's
the
top
zonies
being hit
completion
gone.
on base
Dokla is
as
basing, might
Berserker
actually TP
continues
back.
pushing
I'm not
into
sure what the
bot
plan
hit
is here
level
for
18 right now. A 3-level
LYON.
advantage
They might be
over
just
Bull,
taking it
a
extremely
nearly
slow. There's 15
3,000
seconds still on
gold
this
as well.
Baron,
Zane
so
goes
they
back
can
to
always
base.
just
Double Team's come out with the Zonias as well as the completed Void Staff there for Sing.
they get bot tower. Envy's
Envy, this
dead.
could be it. Envy gets burst down. They're going to try to send it onto Isles, but Isles has the team behind him.
Sand is
Shino
coming.
has come in
Dokla
on
is
the
on a good
teleport, but he's
flank.
chunked down already by Sing.
Bull is gonna
Berserker
die.
jumps
It's
in.
over.
Dokla takes down Bull. The Grim Deliverance will get one back, but Inspired is standing and fighting. Sane and Berserker are untouched.
Young
and
flashes
you know
away.
what that means. Loud can do nothing. The revive
Wait, that's
is
gonna be
there,
a
but Berserker
70,
will camp
80%
the torch
HP,
and wait
Zahen.
for another respawn here.
And that's gonna be a 0%
Gets
HP,
kill.
Zahen.
Sane
GG.
knocks him down on the top side. It is Redbert alone against 4 members of LYON. Loud made him work for it. They pushed them to the brink, but LYON did not break.
Jeez,
They win
Loud
their first series here at
loses.
First Stand, and they will
Inspired.
advance to the upper bracket.
Polska
Getting some
Gurum.
revenge for the Americas
He wins the
Cup.
game
This
for
time
his
LCS
new
comes
region,
out
or his
above
old new
this
region.
CV LOL. It was a close one. It was
And
hard
yeah,
fought by
well,
both
congrats
sides, but
Inspired
LYON in the
and
end
congrats
come out
LYON. They
ahead
will be facing
in
up
this
against
game
Gen.G
5.
on Thursday.
Nicely done there by
That being
LYON.
said, I don't know
Really
if facing
good
up against
series here
Gen.G
from
is like a
Very competitive,
punishment
as
or
you
a
said.
reward. That
Very
low-key
back and
sounds like a
forth.
punishment, but
Pretty
yep.
impressive.